Well, here we are at the fourth series of Flight B. You've got a walk-up triple with a diversion. Here you're going to see the two birds on the right. G1 is your walk-up bird. Then G2 goes off, thrown left to right. There's a big swing over to bird number 3, the flyer. You go get the flyer, and then on your way back with that bird, well, your 25-yard diversion bird is going to be shot. Here you're going to watch test dog come up. There goes your walk-up bird thrown across the channel. Then bird number 2 thrown angle back to the right. This particular bird kind of went straight back. They made some adjustments after test dog. Here's your big swing over to the flyer. And they made a lot of noise. There's a nice big flyer to draw the dog's attention. Test dog handler reheals her dog a little bit, takes her time, and sends. Dog's on his way to the flyer. Some of the birds landed across that cover strip. Some of them landed in the cover strip. You kind of had different degrees of hunts on that bird. Now, you're not going to get to see the diversion bird thrown for test dog, but you will for the next few dogs. Dogs coming back, they get that diversion bird thrown right in their face. Remember, you can handle on the diversion without being, well, judged down. You do have to pick it up, however. So the handler takes the flyer, tucks the dog in there, gives a nice soft send. Dog goes in there. So a little bit of a hunt, comes up with the diversion mark. Now you notice our competing dogs are in contention are standing close to the test dog to get a good look at this. Okay, now she's going to pick up the first bird shot, which was our walk-up bird. This bird's thrown across a channel of water out onto a little mud flat. And some of the birds landed in the little tule patch or pencil reeds, and some landed right in the opening. Dog heads out, nice big splash. Crossing that channel, you can see the dog coming up on that little mud flat now. And, well, has a bit of a hunt here. Well, really not much of a hunt. Pretty much goes right to the bird. All right, she's got one bird to go. Bird on the right. Dog drops the bird. She's taking her time. She's talking to this dog to pick this bird up. Takes delivery. Handler looks up. Double checks herself. Puts her hand down. Nice firm send. And she's off. Now remember, this bird was thrown almost straight back. They made some adjustments after test dog. So in this video, you're not actually going to see the dog pick up this mark. The handler walks over to the right. Dog's hunting a little deep, a little left. Pretty quickly, this dog will pop out with the bird. And come on back. Well, there you go. They made an adjustment after this, and dog is on its way back with the bird. Okay, our next dog is dog number 25.
Oh, thank you.
Under the Purina tent. Handler grabs his gun. Judges are insistent that they hold the gun with two hands like he's doing here. Comes up, and here goes the walk up. Okay. Right hand bird. Boom. And here we go with our big swing to the flyer. There we go. Dog just got a number. And dog is off. There goes dog number 30 into the first blind. Okay. Okay, dog's hunting the flyer. This flyer got out a little bit further. Looks like he just got it. Okay, now we got our bulldog coming in here from the left. We'll see it. Boom. Dog took a glance at it. Oh, made a little bit of a move for it, but responded to the come-in whistle. Well, you know, duck hunting, sometimes a dog's coming back with a bird and more ducks come in. That's really what happens. So not that uncommon to be shooting a bird when a dog's returning with another one. There, dog, he said, let me at it, he says. Okay. Okay, now the two birds on the right. I would probably expect most dogs to pick up the bird that was thrown as the walk-up next. Nice splash. You see the game stewards managing the game. All right, dog is coming out right at the little patch of tules. Oh, okay, that bird landed in front of the tules a little bit. Handler nodded his head. He said the dog ran right by the bird, but wasn't 6 or 8 feet off, so certainly I would say so far so good here. I would anticipate the order of pickup to be consistent with flyer first, diversion second. Okay. All right. Pretty much made short order. First couple dogs were very solid. Okay, we've got dog 26 coming to line. We essentially have a quad here. And for them, it would be really what you would consider a delayed quad. Dog comes out of the blind, hits the mat. They shoot a walk-up, short bird. I don't know what the yardage is. It's probably 40, 50 yards. It comes out of that bush right there. So you're going to watch the handler, dog 26, coming out, keeping the dog at heel. And boom, when they hit the deal, all of a sudden, here goes bird. Bird 2 is behind the back of that. Comes out. Bird 3 is a flyer all the way to the left. Not doing. Okay. When the dog is on the way back with this, the flyer, you're going to get a diversion on the left here. It comes out right there. Judge just gave us a kind of an explanation of that. The dog spits the flyer out, makes an attempt to retrieve this bird. It's considered a switch. This dog's hunting the flyer, ended up in the heavy cover, so you're going to see the bulldog or diversion come out here on the left. Boom, there it goes. Okay, dog took a glance at it. Got a live bird coming back, so she's going to have to manage that a little bit. There's a handler. Okay. Now you can handle on this, and you're not really scored with a handle on a mark, but you do have to pick it up. Now you would expect most dogs to probably get this, the walk-up bird next. It's essentially a bridge bird thrown across a channel of water onto kind of a mud flat. Here we go, dog is on its way. You don't see them right there, they're swimming across, coming out on the mud flat now. The dog knows a bird's there, you can see her put her head down. Gotta have one. Lands in the little pencil reeds there. Okay. The dog has 3 of the 4 marks. The mark on the far right, that mark, the only bird they get wet on is that bird she just retrieved. Looking right over the judges' heads there. I'm going to give you a perspective of the send. All right. Ollie is off. Looks like it's on a pretty good line. Wow. Pretty much nailed that mark. Very nice. Okay, dog number 30, our third dog. We have a golden retriever coming to line. Here comes for the walk-up. There goes the right-hand bird next. The dog is nice and steady there. Big swing. This dog creeps out. It is possible you wouldn't see this flyer. Bird hooked a little bit. Dog 30 got its number and off to the flyer. You're going to see dog 34 slip through the blind. That's the pride of Buckeye Retriever Club right there, number 34. Okay. This dog was a... Some birds might land in that thicker cover you see over there and some in the open, but this dog came up with the flyer pretty quickly. On its way back, it's got the challenge of this bulldog bird or diversion coming out. Lands in a little patch of goose decoys, and the dogs have managed that pretty well. Enthusiastic youngster there. Good. All right. Comes up with the diversion pretty quickly. Now we've got the little bridge bird or bird thrown across the channel. Which is a diversion, not a diversion, excuse me, a walk-up bird. Nice. It's going to be a warm day again today, but these dogs get a little bit wet. Okay. Got 3 birds, 1 more to go. So far the work has been pretty darn good, pretty consistent. Different degrees of hunts on the flyer and the right-hand bird. Dog obviously knows there's a bird in the corner of the field there, and tail's cracking. You saw the dog kind of swing over and look at the gun station, the holding blind as a reference, and bingo. Got a duck. Very nice. Okay. That's dog number 30, I think that was. He's smiling. Having a little conversation with the judges with a grin on his face. All right, dog 34. I said he's the pride of Buckeye Retriever Club. He's going up. He said he wants to make his club proud. Here comes our diversion, or excuse me, our walk up. Like I keep saying that. He's got a belly up Drake right there. Right. Long right-hand bird. Remember, here's the big swing. Good line mechanics helps here with the dog staying with you and responding to that heel. All right, beautiful flyer, beautiful flyer. And dog 34 is off. Beautiful flyer, broke the skyline. We're going to have a lot of different fall areas the dogs are going to have to interpret. If you get a bunch of birds landing in the taller cover and then you get one out of it, you can see where that scent can be confusing to the dog. Dog's working it out. See him throw his head up from time to time trying to catch a little wind. There's not a lot of wind, but whatever there is, it's a little left to right on that. Dog is hunting a little bit to the right, straight deep of the gun station. Can't see him right now, but here he comes. He pops out close to the gun station. Actually looks like he stopped his hunt for a second to reorient, and then off he went. Okay. Okay. Diversion bird's going to pop out here any second. With that higher return, that dog is a little more tempting to break for the diversion, but handler gave him a here, and the dog came in. Okay. Now remember, they're not really scored as a mark on this. They do have to pick it up, so if they would have to handle, it really wouldn't count as a handle. Okay, 2 more to go. Let's see. I see the belly of Drake, but there's a lot of other white spots out there in the mudflat that the dog can be looking at. It's in the water. Initial line looks about under the arc of the, and then squaring across, gonna, yep, right to the bird. Bingo. Right-hand bird next. Okay, handlers smiling, having fun, talking to the judges a little bit. Atmosphere, the chemistry and the judges have been excellent, making the handlers feel very comfortable. All right, Sends off the right on this bird, a two-sided dog. That makes sense that you would do that. Probably the biggest risk if you would hunt short and back into the walk-up bird, but nobody's done that so far. Dog's back in the far corner. Looks like he's going to come up with the bird pretty quick. It's right at the base. That patch of cover right underneath the tree there, that one tree in the corner, and sure looks like he's got it, and he does. Okay. Well, his flyer hunt was probably his weakest bird, but he worked it out, came up with the other birds well. Okay. There we go. That's dog 34.